everyone, it's Tiny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have our Discord Dreamsnaps review, and this time it's for the Valley Views Dreamsnap submissions. I'm very excited to get into these. The views that you guys have all come up with are so incredible, so creative, and I love that a lot of them are so different and things like that. So it's wonderful and fantastic to see. And I really think this challenge was a great showcase to sort of show off our favourite parts of the valley, show off areas that we're maybe proud of decorating, or showing off areas that we just like and enjoy and things like that. So I'm very excited to get into this. Why don't we jump over to Discord and take a look at the submissions? But just quickly before we do that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with any Disney Dreamlight Valley content that I post. But yeah, let's jump over. So we're going to start off here with a submission from Alley Cat. Now, I have read everything that you've posted about the troubles with the weather and stuff like that. This is one of the reasons why I really wish when we go in photo mode there was like a weather toggle and you could just click it and it would change the weather based on the toggle that you pick, like you know, when you pick poses and stuff like that. I really wish we had that for weather, because again, I think you would get a lot more diversity in Dreamsnap submissions and things like that, and I think it'd be fun. I mean, I get why they don't want us to control the weather when it comes to like watering crops, watering plants and things like that. So I fully understand why they don't want to give us full control necessarily, but that's why I think in photo mode it would be so beneficial, because you could have it just affect like while you're in photo mode. I think that would be so much fun. But I've read through everything about what you said, how you wanted like a multi-biome like submission and stuff, but honestly the snap that you've ended on here is fantastic. It looks so good. I love how we've got Mirabelle's casita on the middle of the like Skull Rock Island. I love all the boats that we've got in the water, like Prince Eric's ship, the little dinghy, the what was it called? Jungle Cruise, the Jungle Cruise like boat thing. I think that's really cool. I love how you got Eric's house here. I love how like the top of Eric's house just like crops into the sun briefly. I love that. I love that kind of effect when things like obstruct the sun. And obviously you got Stitch's house and stuff like that. This looks fun. This looks great. I think it's so well decorated. I think it's a gorgeous viewpoint, and I think this is going to do extremely well, to be honest. It's a lovely submission. Next up, we have a snap from Flame G, and I really love this. I love that you've been able to utilize this in a snap. I know you did a whole like cyberpunk vibe build and stuff like that, and I'm so glad that you've gone with this kind of like spacey new world kind of aesthetic. I think it's so fun, and I really like that it feels very unique and different. Like, I don't think we're going to see other submissions that really look like this, and I think it's so wonderful and really creative, to be honest, and that's what I love to see. I really love to see that. Obviously, we've got Wally and Eve here. They look adorable. Wally with his boot. I love how you've used the tram track lines. They're not tram lines, trolley lines, like the trolley tracks, and then obviously use the trolley and stuff here. It all looks really good. Yeah, this is just a fantastic snap. Really well done. I love the repeated like VA gas stations. I think that looks cool. Such a fun little effect here. And yeah, this is a really good submission. Great job on this. So next up we have Pupster. Now, I know that Pupster had to do this in a rush. You guys were away and didn't have a lot of time to work on this submission, but for a very, very fast submission. I think this is really good. And you've got a Mickey Cloud in, which I think is absolutely incredible. I love how you've got the bike at the front of the shot, like as if you kind of like drove up on this bike and things like that. And then you're there posing, looking out at the views. Yeah, I just love this kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but it kind of really gives me the viewpoint of like those American long highways and stretches where you might just find like a solitary gas station in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. Like I have that view of America. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Americans, does that actually exist, or is that just for the movies? But you know, like how you see in films and they pull up and there's like a gas station in the middle of nowhere and nothing around for miles, just like mountains and desert and whatnot. Like that's what it really reminds me of, and I think it's fun, I think it's clever, and I think it does offer a good viewpoint. I love how the mountain looks, honestly. That looks pretty cool. So yeah, great submission. Next up, we have a snap from Cami, who's decided to go with like a bakery view. This is a bit of a close-up. Now, Cami, you know I'm gonna lecture you, right? You know I'm gonna tell you off, Cami. What the heck is that Nightfawn doing in the background there? I see it. It's over here. What the heck is that doing it? What the heck, Cami? I'm personally telling you off. Clear up your goddamn Nightfawns. Honestly, but otherwise, I like the bakery setup. The bakery setup's cute. I really like how you've got like the tables and chairs and they look colourful and vibrant. I'm assuming this was a very, very quickly done snap. Sorry, Gabby. I'm so sorry. Honestly, great job, but clear up your goddamn Nightfawn. Seriously. Next up, we have a beautiful snap from Ev Error. I'm trying to work out where this is. This is obviously in Eternity Isle, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh, it must be going into the lagoon. Actually, looking at it now with the waterfall in the background there. Yeah, that must be the lagoon. I was just trying to work it out. I was like trying to pinpoint where this was. I was like, where is this? I was like, I could tell by the bridge and stuff, like the slope, that it was Eternity Isle, but I just wasn't sure where. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous snap. I know you mentioned about troubles with getting a Mickey Cloud and stuff, but honestly, this looks cool. It doesn't need the Mickey Cloud. I love how Pride Rock looks. I love all the flowers and everything. How you've decorated with this foliage is just really lush, really pretty. So I do really, really like it. It definitely has that kind of like tropical jungly kind of vibe to it, and I think this is a really, really fun snap. I think it's a great viewpoint. Again, I love how we've got the cliffs just slightly obstructing the sun. I think that looks wonderful, and I love how you've got these sparkles here. I think that's really cool too. So I think this is a really nicely decorated piece, and I think this will do well. Next up, we have a snap from Luanil, and this is so gorgeous. Look at this. All the fireworks, the sparkle, the Mickey Cloud. The Corona Castle looks so good here. I'm like legit thinking if I need to redo my Eternity Isle now and put in the Corona Castle. Where am I going to put it though? I would have to get rid of like either my archaeological dig or like Eric's build or maybe even Scar's build. I don't know. I'm like so torn now because this looks gorgeous. This is such a beautiful viewpoint. I really like this. I love all the foliage. The foliage is gorgeous. The colors, the way certain like tones pop, like the red on the top of the Hercules set items, the blues from the Corona Castle and the desert like palace thing. Yeah, just this backdrop is gorgeous as well with these tall like rock pillars and obviously the Mickey Cloud and stuff. This is beautiful. This is so good, so elegant, and Honestly, I would love to see what your valley looks like because this is just stunning. I like want to explore every like little nook and cranny kind of thing. It's beautiful. This is an absolutely stunning submission. Next up, we have a snap from Lainey Faye, who's put my favorite view is of Eric, or something along those lines. And I love that. I love that. I think that's fantastic. I think Eric's castle looks amazing here. I love how you've decorated around Eric's statue with the water fountains and then like the flower planters with the bushes and stuff. I think that looks so good. Obviously all the foliage like the bamboo, the trees, the palm trees, even like these little seating areas looks lovely. I love that we've got a little turtle coming this way. I think that's super cute as well. And then you're sat here at the front with Stitch, and yeah, this is gorgeous. I also love how Beauty and the Beast castle looks in the background. Like you can just see it kind of like peeking through, and I think that's so fun. I think that's honestly lovely. Yeah, this is gorgeous. This is so well decorated. I think you've done a brilliant job with this. This is fantastic. And next up we have Melissa with a trio of submissions here. So we have Melissa's main account, and this is so gorgeous with all the foliage and stuff. Also, I don't usually like this chair, but I didn't realize how much this like sea anemone stuff glowed. I'm sorry, my words are such a mess. Yeah, I didn't realize how vibrant that was. That looks so good. I love that we have Ariel's like home Atlantis here to the left, and then to the right we have like Eric's castle. I just think it's a lovely like juxtaposition, if that makes sense. I also love what I really like about this. So this is Skull Rock here in the background, I do believe, but I love that you can't really tell that it is. It just looks like a nice lush island backdrop kind of thing, which I think is cool. I love how you've got the dinghies here. I love that what's framing the front of the shot is these like florals from what's it called? It's like some oasisy pond kind of thing. Um, so I love that you've got that. We've got Eric's ship in the background. We've got Moana's ship too. This is gorgeous, very beautiful. And again, I just love that sun in the background. Next up, we have your second account, which you've mentioned is like a rehash of your Moana's village, which, to be honest, I don't see a problem with. Certainly, I think if you've got like pre-established builds that work with a theme and look good, then certainly use them. Why go through the stress of building something new if you have something good already to use? And I love this. I love how you stood in the water surrounded by the lilies. Obviously we've got like the Mickey cloud in the top right. I don't know if a lot of people will be able to work this out, but that is a Mickey cloud. That's the base. We've got a slight bit of the ear here, and then the other one there. I can tell. I know it's the Mickey cloud. But I love all the palm trees and stuff like that. I love that there's a lot of like height with the image because we do have the Forest of Valor here in the background, which I think works really nicely. This is a gorgeous little snap. I think it looks really good, really fun, and obviously the little turtle here is super cute. Then we have your daughter's submission, which is taken in the Sunlit Plateau. I love how we've got the tree here, the Dreamlight Fruit Tree. I forget that you get them like early day, well, not early days, but like you get it with Simba and you plant it in the Sunlit Plateau and stuff like that. I completely forgot that was like the original location for one of those trees. But I love this little setup. It's very cute, you know. I love what she's done. I love that she's managed to get Rapunzel painting, which I think is a really cute idea. Like the idea that Rapunzel's painting a viewpoint is so fun. And then obviously we've got like the Mickey fountain and stuff like that. So I think she's done really well. Congratulations to your daughter on this very, very cute snap. Okay, and next we have to go through Nolan's submissions. So let's start with this. Jeez, like Nolan goes all out. I can't imagine how long it took to plan every single one of these lily pads. There's so many there. Oh my goodness, but it's so cool. It's such a unique effect, which I love. I really like how you've decorated outside of Stitch's house. I think this looks really, really well. Not Stitch's house, but it's like Hawaiian bundle set. So it's not his actual house. It's the house that he comes with in the bundle. If that makes sense, I'm sure it does. But yeah, I love how you've decorated here with the tables and chairs. It looks really, really good. We've got such a mix of stuff. Okay, so we've got Donald's boat in the background. Very, very cool. We've got this cool house for Stitch. We have villagers here. So we've got Gaston with his coconut LeFou, which honestly, perfect. We have Mike. We have Merlin here. We've got the surfboards, which I think works really nicely. Then in this section we have Mother Gothel, we have Mulan, we have Mirabelle, we have Scrooge, we have Daisy, we have Stitch, we have Mickey, we have Oswald, Rapunzel and Anna. So they're like sat here. This is like a seated like theatre section, which I think is really cool. So it's like they're here to watch the show that Vanessa is putting on with the Forgotten. So again, the Forgotten works really well here, just with this like really kind of like purple villainous kind of theatre play setup, which I think is really fun. We have I was going to say Trader Joe's, but it's not Trader Joe's, Trader Sam's. Trader Sam's in the background here. We have what's her name? Ariel's house. Oh my god. We have Ariel's house, we have Eric's ship, and then of course we have Eric's house. So I think they work together really, really nicely. We do have Sully here in the sort of distance, and we also have Eric and Ariel over here, like having a private little rendezvous. Honestly, this is fantastic. There's so much detail to this. It really feels like one of those snaps that the more you look at it, the more like things you spot and hidden little details. So I think this is good. It's a really wide viewpoint. There's a lot going on. I think there's a lot to capture people's attention. And yeah, I hope this does well. It's really cool. I think it's really, really cool. And obviously you can tell the work that's gone into this. Next up, we have a snap from Nolan's second account. And again, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have Corona here, which one, I love how that kind of like obstructs some of the sun. I personally love that effect. I think so long as you can get a snap that still looks somewhat bright enough like this one is, I love that effect. I love the sun in the background of the shot personally, because I think it looks lovely. Again, we've got like secret little rendezvous in the background. We've got Anna and Kristoff here. We also have Sully over here to the left and then Maui to the right. And I think it's pretty cool how you've managed to work around Stitch's spaceship, because obviously that's on Skull Rock there. I do see that. We've got Ariel's house here, we've got Skull Rock, we've got Eric's house, and we've got Eric's ship. And then going on from that, we've got like a market here, which is really cool. We've got the Forgotten, we've got Merlin, Mother Gothel, Wally, Fairy Godmother, Beast, Scrooge, Gaston, with again with Coconut LeFou. We have Belle, we have Goofy, we have Jack, we have Mirabelle, we have Eric and Ariel here, which is perfect that they're by these like seashells. We have Mickey and Minnie together, which is again fantastic placement. We have Moana here. We have Donald and Daisy again. They're close together. How you managed to sort this, because they're not trapped in, I don't think. They don't look it. If they are, impressive work at hiding that. We've got Olaf, we've got Stitch, we've also got Mushu here, I believe. Then we've got Vanellope down here. We've got Woody here by the Toy Story stuff. We have Simba over here. We've got Mulan here by this picnic blanket, and we've got Nala as well. I think that's all the villagers. Oh wait, Buzz. We've got Buzz by his spaceship. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We've got Buzz by his spaceship, of course. I think that's all the villagers I can see. Obviously, if there are any others, feel free to mention them in the comments down below if you see any that I haven't spotted. But I love this with the fountain, all the foliage, the fact that we've got like this market vibe. Elsa, did I mention Elsa? Elsa's there. You've all probably commented in the like comments down below, Elsa, you missed Elsa. And then like, I've only just noticed her. But I think this is fantastic. It's so good, so creative. And again, it's just the level of effort that you can see put in, which I think is just fantastic. And then we have your third account, which you have mentioned this is the mission with Mother Gothel where the valley goes into darkness. I do remember this not so long ago that I played it on my alternate account, but yeah, this is so cool. Great job at capturing that moon. I love that. I love when people use like, I've mentioned this before, when you utilize some of the like events in game that maybe you come across, like quests, especially for those that are early days. I know you can't really do it for those that have all fully caught up. I'm so bad at speaking. But yeah, utilizing features that happen in game and going, you know what, I'm going to make the most of this, take advantage of this for a shot that's going to be unique, that people aren't really going to be able to do as well. I just think it's fantastic. And obviously you had this setup where basically there was this giant full moon, and it's like the only time in game that you get this giant full moon throughout the entire valley. I do believe you get the full moon in the Frosted Heights, but only in the Frosted Heights. So I love how you've made the most of that. You've gone, okay, let's lean into this, let's do this darker kind of theme and things like that, but you've still managed to make it look good, I think, especially with how you've added the villagers in. So we've got Minnie, Mickey and Donald at the front here, along with Buzz sat on the little chair. We have Goofy, Mulan, Kristoff, Scrooge, Mirabelle and Elsa as well in the background. So I think it all just it really works and really adds to it. Also, I do notice you have got Daisy's shop in the background. I'm assuming because you haven't put any touch of magic in it, I'm assuming that's why it's allowed it. So if that's the case, maybe for people that want to use Daisy's shop, all they have to do is remove the touch of magic displays, I guess. Can you do that? Can you like remove an item after it's been placed? I don't remember. But either way, I love this kind of like darker glow to the shop because of all the like, I want to say like fogginess that surrounds the buildings. It sort of traps the villagers in. I love that. I love that. And then like you've gone with that with your outfit. I think it just works perfectly. But the shot still feels vibrant and bright enough to be sort of eye catching and to draw attention in and not look too dark. So great job on this. A really, really unique shot and very nicely done. And next up we have a snap from Leanne May. And this is so cute. I love it. I love it with all the like the like the sand thingies, whatever these are called. These look gorgeous. I love the glow that we've got emanating from behind them, presumably done with like a lighting trick, I would think. But it looks so fantastic. It feels very, very magical. I love how lush and overgrown this is. It feels like you've discovered like an abandoned or mystical mystery palace kind of thing, if that makes sense. I absolutely love how overgrown it feels, but it still looks very, very beautiful. I think this is really, really nicely decorated. I love the little details. Like we've obviously got the fountain in the middle, but then we've also got the like the tea setups here, but with the soft glow from the like hanging light that's on the tea sets, the tea blanket kind of items, whatever they're called. The hourglass things in the background as well. Honestly, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is incredible. Yeah, this is just so inspiring. This is um I feel like this is really kind of giving the fairy core whimsical like vibes that I want to have across my valley, and I might use this as inspiration actually for Dazzle Beach, because that's something I've been nervous about, is making Dazzle Beach feel magical enough to be a kind of like fairy core location, and I think doing something like this would really work. So I actually do really like this. I think this is a gorgeous design, and I think I might save this to my PC as like inspiration because this is absolutely gorgeous, spectacular. Next up, we have a snap from Glitch, and I love this because it leans into the like Tinkerbell theme and vibes, which I adore. I'm obviously a huge fan of Tinkerbell. So I love the choice of the like the green dress, the fairy wings, the hair. It's so pretty, and then pair that with like all the foliage and stuff like that. The fairy bloss house, the lanterns, the glowing flowers. Honestly, this is so gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's so aesthetic. And yeah, I really love the whole fairy core vibe. So this to me is a masterpiece. This is a work of art and so nicely done. Okay, so next is my submission for Phoebus's account. Now, realistically, looking at everyone else's snaps and this snap, this is, I'm going to take a guess that this is only going to get about 900 moonstones. I genuinely think it's only worth about 900. I'm so sorry, husband. I've really let you down. I've let you down. It's just too simple. It's too there's not a lot going on. It just feels very basic. I originally wanted to do like a view just looking out to the sea and the ocean and that be the focus, but I think it's not aesthetic enough. It's not. It's really not. It was cute. It was quickly done. Again, I think because I'm trying to get his snaps done in between meetings, I think the timing is just like I'm rushing it, and I think the quality's not there. So I will probably see if I can't dedicate a bit more time to the picnic snap perhaps. And see if I can do a bit more work in regards to that. But yeah, I hope this does well. I really hope this does well. Well, actually, no, I say I really hope it does well. I don't think it's going to do well. I hope it doesn't do too badly, is what I should say. Hopefully it doesn't like get stuck at 300, but I can just imagine this against like looking at the other submissions, of all the other submissions in the Discord, I would not pick this against any of them, and I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's totally understandable, and I do like to look at other submissions and stuff as a way of learning and going forward, and I can see what I'm doing on my husband's account and go, okay, actually I think I need to step this up. I think I need to change this. And I think it's definitely worth using as a learning point. And I do like to consider like, hey, rather than thinking, oh my god, this comparing this to, those, let's just say, really rubbish submissions that make no sense, where there's like a person posing in front of like, I don't know, an ice cream stand for a challenge that's about sports or something. You know what I mean? Like the snaps that don't ever really make sense or seem on theme. I don't like to consider, oh, that's what my snap is up against. I look at the very best of the best and I go, would I pit this against what I consider the best of the best? And honestly, I wouldn't with this one. So if this one doesn't do well, I won't be surprised. Like I said, I'm placing my bets on about a 900 moonstone for this. But I like, it's cute. It's not horrendous. It's just simple. And I think it just needs a bit, it needs something special. Basic, I think, is never enough when it comes to dream snaps. You can't just survive on a basic snap these days. The level that's out there is incredible. So that's just my own thoughts. That's just my own thoughts. But this is a snap I did make for my husband. Next up, we have a snap from WeeBeeBlerdy, and this is gorgeous. I love this. I think this is so fantastic. I love the like cropped in like red maple tree. I love the effect that gives. I love that this is like pretty much, it's just the view. There is like literally no characters or anything like that. It is fully about the aesthetic, and I love that. I love that you've kind of taken this shot so that we're not like looking straight on at anything and we're getting like crops of views. It feels very natural kind of thing. So like we've got a bit of the reflection of China, we've got a bit of Mulan's house, you know, we've got a little bit of the Zen garden kind of thing, you know, like we're just getting a snapshot of this area, and I think this is really, really gorgeous. And what I love about this is I couldn't tell you for the life of me where this was taken. I'm assuming it's in Eternity Isle, like I think that's the like the buildings in the background. So I do think it's an Eternity Isle snap, but ask me where in Eternity Isle and I couldn't tell you. And I love that. I love when people transform the valleys and they just feel unique and like different worlds and stuff like that. Like, I love being able to look at a snap and go, where was this taken? Where, like, why is my valley not like this? This is a completely different valley you're working with, kind of thing. I love that. I love those transformative builds. So fantastic job on this snap. This is so, so well done. Next up, we have a snap from UV Neon Galaxy, and this is gorgeous. Again, those fairy court vibes, which I love. I think it's fantastic. I love that we've got the little raccoons here. They're so cute. We've obviously got the lovebird here. We've got a bunch of butterflies, presumably from Mirabelle. The like pose with the anxiety squirrel is perfect with the orange clothes that you've chosen. Definitely got those fall vibes, especially with the red trees and all the pumpkins. I love how Rapunzel's tower looks in the background here as well. This is absolutely gorgeous. Such a beautiful, beautiful snap. And yeah, I love this. I love magical stuff. I'm a magical girly, you know. I love this. I think it's so, so good. Now, this is a snap that I did for my sister. Now, for those that watched the live stream when I made my snap, you'll probably all know that originally I wanted to do a snap inspired by some amazing creator. I don't know who it was. I can't remember. But she made this beautiful, beautiful Wizard of Oz snap in the sunlit plateau with this gorgeous viewpoint layered with flowers and stuff like that. And I really wanted to do something inspired by that. And then I did see on the Dreamers portal that Monsieur, I'm sorry, I can't say the beginning part of your name. It's my dyslexia. I really hate it because I know what the word is and I just can't pronounce it. But Mike did this absolutely incredible snap, basically looking out to the sunlit plateau in a very similar style to what I was kind of wanting to do. But I didn't want to go as tropical as he'd done. He'd done like a more of a tropical jungle, and I kind of wanted to do something a bit more like flower fields, if that makes sense. But then I didn't want to do anything that was too similar or copying, so I did my best to make sure that all the snaps I did were very different, not only from each other but also different from other creators. That was kind of what I wanted to try my best at doing. So I did do a sunlit plateau based snap, and I've done this here on my sister's account, but we're not looking down from the Forgotten Lands into the sunlit. We're instead actually in the sunlit plateau by the water, looking at Pride Rock, I tried to use the bamboo obviously to hide items along with the waterfalls and stuff like that. We do have Nala here. We have the bird here. We've got a little fox backpack, which I just thought would add the cute factor. And then we've also got Simba here, and I thought it might be cute to have Simba looking. Now I did get very, very stressed when I was making this, I'm not gonna lie, because a bunch of characters kept invading the shot. I must have got rid of Jack about 10 times and he kept sneaking into the build. I still have no idea how he managed to sneak into the build, but it was driving me mental that every time I turned around he was back in the build. It was a stress. And then I had Mirabelle, I had Goofy, I even had Wally at one point, and getting mad at Wally was tough. It was really tough. um so yeah, and then of course I tried to get a Mickey Cloud. I couldn't get the Mickey Cloud. Then I was dealing with rain. It was a very, very stressful submission, but I did manage to get this. I think it looks cute. I think it looks great. This is definitely a lot better than the snap I did for my husband. I feel like they're miles apart, and if this was up against my husband's, I would always vote for this submission. This is gorgeous, and I really hope this does well for my sister's account. Next up, we have a snap from Cole, and I always look forward to Cole snaps because Cole just does such beautiful and magical submissions. I adore Cole. Cole has the fairy core vibes nailed down. So yeah, I absolutely love to see what Cole creates because it always like makes me smile. It just brings joy to my face. Firstly, there is a Mickey Cloud hidden there, which is very, very cute. I can tell by the shape of the like ear there. We've got Tinkerbell's house, which looks gorgeous here in the middle. We have Rapunzel's tower. We have Merlin's house here as well. I like seeing Rapunzel's tower and Merlin's house from these viewpoints because I didn't realize just how like beautifully detailed they were with the kind of like the brickwork. The brickwork is gorgeous on these, and certainly looks very pretty. We've got sparkles from all the flowers, we got the mushrooms, we have like orb lights, we've got the pillars and stuff like that. It's very, very beautiful, very, very magical, and I really, really hope this does well because I think this is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous snap and such a beautiful viewpoint of your valley. Next up, we have a snap from Nia, and I really, really like this. I think this is so creative. I love that it's this kind of like tropical jungle viewpoint. I really feel like we're on an expedition with this explorer, venturing into new worlds and stuff like that. Like it really has those vibes. And again, just with the overgrownness, the way the trees crop in, the fact that we've got this is like the jungle houseboat thing, but we're only seeing like a part of it, which I love. Again, getting kind of partial views of items I think is so cool. I think it really adds like a mystery and sort of a realism and stuff like that, which I think is fantastic. We have Nala's waterfall here to the right as well, which is just a beautiful viewpoint, and then like the mystical magicalness of the glowing orbs, which I think is fantastic. I think this is a really, really well done snap. It's really aesthetic, really pretty. It definitely feels like the kind of valley that I want to explore. I think that's the thing with some of these valley views, is that I'm looking at them and I'm going, which valley do I want to explore? What valley do I want to go in? What do I want to take a look at? And this is certainly one that I would love to venture into. Next up, we have a snap from Kibby, who's done this really, really cute, like, village cottagecore kind of vibe snap, which I think is adorable. I love that we've got like the Bells Library, we've got the Snuggly Duckling Tavern, we also have the flowery like cottage item here. We've got a lot of florals in the front of the image, which just looks absolutely gorgeous. And then we also have the castle in the background, which I know you mentioned. I think it was in Kira's Discord, that you kind of mentioned about wanting that castle viewpoint in the background. And I think this looks gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. I love that we've got like this central kind of like grassy area. It does remind me a lot of like some kind of like British villages and stuff like that, where they sometimes will have like a central courtyard kind of area, if that makes sense. So I really, really love this. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. A really unique shot, and I really like this viewpoint. Next up, we have a snap from Madam Red, and oh my god, there's so much going on here again. I love these snaps where it's like, it almost feels like I Spy. Like, what can you see? We've got Ariel's house here and Prince Eric's to the left. And I love that Eric's statue is like in the middle looking towards Ariel's house. I think that's such a lovely detail. And a little feature to add. We have this gorgeous little pool set up. We've got Mike here. We also have Christoph here. Looks like he's shopping at the market and things like that, which I think is super cute. We've got Stitch's house. We also have the beach house here and Eric's ship. It's just so lush, so overgrown. It looks like there's a lot of corners to walk around and explore and things like that, which I think is just wonderful. And I love how these wrought iron like table and chairs look with this pool setup. I think it goes really, really nicely. We also have a Moana area here, which is really nice with like the little hey hey hut. Yeah, this is a gorgeous snap, really well done, really nicely decorated. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Like I said, every like the more I look at it, the more I spot. Like, we've even got like Triton's throne over here. Didn't spot that straight away, but spotting it now, which I think is wonderful to see. So really nicely done submission. Now, next up, let's spare a moment for Madame Benet, who submitted this as a placeholder for what they wanted to actually submit. And it is cute with the Mickey cloud above the head. I love that. I obviously love the Ferris wheel and stuff like that. Like, there's potential here for a really fantastic view. And then you forgot to update it or ran out of time, and I feel so sad for you. I do feel for you. It happens, but I'm telling you, even if you don't get like the submission you want to submit in time or things like that, I always recommend just submitting something, because this is going to get more moonstones than nothing. So even if you do something like Madame Benet here, where you submit something at the very, very beginning of the week, just with the tags, just so that you've got summer in place, and then later on in the week you can do your actual submission, I think that's good, because then, like I said, 300 moonstones is better than nothing, and it all adds up over time. It does add up. Now, hopefully this doesn't do too badly. I do like the viewpoint with the Ferris wheel. I do like the Mickey cloud behind the head. So I think there's potential for this to get votes, because it does seem fun. Obviously, with it being a selfie, I feel like we do lose a lot of the view side of things, but I still think this is good. I think this will definitely get you some moonstones. So I am intrigued to see what your results are when we get them on Wednesday. Okay, so that's the first half of the submissions from Discord for the Valley Views Dreamsnap challenge. I think you've all done absolutely amazingly with your dream snaps. I love seeing the different viewpoints that you've all decided to showcase and show off. I think it's just lovely to see, to be honest, and great to see what areas of the valley that you think look the best, which you enjoy the most, and things like that. I think it's just fun to see. So honestly, fantastic job, everyone. Amazing effort. And I really, really hope that they all get the results that you want, because they are such fun submissions. So good luck for Wednesday. Thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't done so already, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with any Disney Dreamlight Valley content I post. And if you want to be featured in a video just like this, then don't forget to join the Discord and share your dream snaps in the Dreamsnap channel. Thank you all so much. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!